The painting of Charlotte Laubier, signed by Hitler and dated 1916, shows the 19-year-old French woman he met in Fournes-en-Wep, west of Lille in France, where the notorious dictator and mass murderer, then 28 years old, was on leave from the front lines of World War I. Their story was revealed by Jean-Marie Loret, who claimed to be their son until his death in 1985. He said the claims were allegedly told to him by his mother, who said, "When your father was around, which was very rarely, he liked to take me for walks in the countryside. But these walks usually ended badly. In fact, your father, inspired by nature, launched into speeches which I did not really understand. He did not speak French, but solely ranted in German, talking to an imaginary audience," said according to Hitler expert Werner Maser. The painting depicts French woman Charlotte Laubier. "Even if I spoke German, I would not be able to follow him, as the histories of Prussia, Austria and Bavaria were not familiar to me at all, far from it. My reaction used to anger your father, so much that I did not show any reaction." Ms. Laubier claimed Jean-Marie was conceived in June 1917 and was born the following year, but this destroyed her relationship with Hitler, and the teenage mother was so ashamed she left the baby with her parents and fled to Paris. Ms. Laubier was later reunited with her son during the occupation of Paris and survived off envelopes of cash from German soldiers that were recorded in army papers. Getty. Hitler painted a picture of Charlotte Laubier during World War I. Jean-Marie joined the French resistance against his father's own forces, which was recounted in the diary of British soldier Leonard Wilkes. His family came forward after reading Jean-Marie's claims, having discovered the diary years earlier. Mr. Wilkes wrote on September 30, 1944, "Visited the house where Hitler stayed as a corporal in the last war, saw the woman who had a baby by him, and she told us that the baby, a son, was now fighting in the French army against the Germans." Ms. Laubier told Jean-Marie about his father before she died in 1951, and he reportedly spent 2 decades trying to forget he knew. Leonard Wilkes' family came forward having discovered the diary years earlier. He said he eventually accepted it and spent the rest of his life researching his background in an attempt to prove he was the dictator's son. In 2012, Jean-Marie's lawyer revealed dramatic evidence, including that he shared the same blood type as Hitler. He was also found to have had similar handwriting and shared a physical resemblance he passed on to his own children. Jean-Marie's son Philippe, one of 10 children to his 2 wives, found out about his ancestry when he was 16 when his father abruptly broke the news at the dinner table. "Suddenly my father said, 'Kids, I've got something to tell you. Your grandfather is Adolf Hitler.' There was stunned silence as no one knew what to say." The 56-year-old told his story for the first time 2 months after his father's story went public. Philippe said, "What Hitler did to the Jews was wrong, but some of the things Hitler did were admirable. He brought Germany back from collapse after the Treaty of Versailles. He built the country up with roads and highways. I don't think evil passes on. Of course qualities from your parents pass on to you, but you build your own life and you make it what it is." The artwork of Charlotte Laubier was bought by Flemish industrialists around 1967 and was exhibited in art galleries throughout Europe and Japan. After changing hands through various collectors, it will go under the hammer next Thursday through Auction House Wieder in Nuremberg.